Hello, everybody. Dan DeFedericis from Saratoga Report, and I am here with Chuck Marshall, candidate for the Commissioner for Public Works. That's the remainder of the unexpired term when Jason Gold left over the summer. So this will be about an 11-month term. And the folks, very important, there is an election in this city on January 28th for that position. And while Chuck will be the only one on the ballot, there is an active write-in campaign going for his opponent. So it is important that whoever you're voting for, that you participate. And early voting is starting. Most of you are going to see this on Saturday, the 18th, and early voting is starting today on Saturday, the 18th. Chuck, how are you doing, and how are things going?
I think it's going great. I mean, door to door, everyone's been responsive. Absentee ballots are out and being returned, and really, I think the feedback I'm getting is nothing but positive.
That's great, as well it should be. For those of you that did not watch our first segment that Chuck and I did last week, Chuck, your resume is stellar for this position. In fact, it's you have a civil engineering degree from Clarkson, a master's in public education. You've worked several different positions where you've had over 500 governmental meetings at many levels. We talked about that. Do you want to briefly comment on yeah, and you're passionate about this too. You are like you want to serve.
Yeah, I mean, I joined the planning board instead of joining a golf league, which many people often question my insanity on that one. But I do think that at the local level, that's the closest form of government that people get. I don't have ambitions to run for higher office. I haven't been a political appointee in other instances. And I do think at the closest point, this is our ability to serve.
That's terrific. And let me just flash here that the early voting does start, and it goes through January 26th. All days except two are 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. The two exceptions are Monday the 20th, which is this coming Monday, and Wednesday the 22nd. Those 2 days only are noon to 8 p.m. And that's at the Saratoga Rec at 15 Weibel Avenue. Or I've been taking my daughter's ice skating so much I got Weibel in my mind. 15 Vanderbilt Avenue. At the Saratoga Springs Rec Center. Chuck, did I miss anything on that?
You did not, and then 6 to 9 on the 28th.
Yeah, the
Um,
old school vote, the actual election day, 6 a.m. to 9 p.m., just like every other day. That's a full voting day.
well, I bet that when you go out to the Weibel Ave rink, you're appreciative of the intersection improvements that Stewart's did.
I still seems yeah, I guess it is just about complete. I still see some construction, so I haven't been able to take advantage of that yet. I still want to see it, but you touch on that, the Weibel Avenue ring. The Department of Public Works handles so many important things from our from the water that comes through our faucets to the recreation, but the getting our streets plowed. You want to touch on that just for a minute of how important of an election this is and why people should participate and so forth.
Yeah, I mean, I think that Public Works. One of the things they just did was a survey for what I'd like to do in the first 100 days of office. And while it's important to have these long ranging goals of green infrastructure technology and sidewalk improvements and things like that, I still think it's critical because it's what touches every person's life on a daily basis. It's important we pick up leaves. It's important that we plow streets. It's important that we pave roads. And I think that there's ways that I could help bring efficiency to that. It's important to me to know when the leaves have to be out at the curb so they can be picked up. So is there a schedule or some type of like app-based service that could be used to provide some efficiency and some transparency to the constituency?
That would be great. I have scrambled on a Sunday thinking, of course they're coming today. I got to get these leaves at a curb, and they've literally turned the corner as I was getting it done. It would be
Yeah,
nice to know.
and again, my thing is like this year, I didn't have my snowblower wasn't ready for Thanksgiving, and of course, it snows the day after Thanksgiving. But that's always like my benchmark date for getting my leaves to the street.
And let me touch on the green initiatives. I love how you have a balanced approach because you are passionate about green initiatives and important long range goals, but you balance it with the everyday quality of life things that DPW affects. And again, we talked about how important that is.
Yeah, I don't think that you can do anything in like an altruistic world. You have to have like a market-based approach to things. I'm a private sector guy. I work for Stewards, who, as great as they are as a community citizen, all the decisions are still business decisions and made in that capacity.
Uh, well, listen, we promised 5 minutes, so we're going to wrap this up. Folks, early voting January 18th through January 26th. Again, 9 to 5 every day, with the exception of Monday and Wednesday, the 20th and 22nd, respectively, at the 15 Vanderbilt Avenue at the Saratoga Springs Rec Center. Chuck, any last thoughts?
No, I think everyone should go out and vote. It's going to be an important election. Obviously, it's both the Department of Public Works and a spot on the city council. And every vote's going to count more than ever.
Yes, that's true. Thanks, Chuck. We'll talk again.
All right. Have a good day, Dan.
Take care.